to Adelaide Dam. This dam is supposed to be providing water to the entire area of the Adelaide and the surroundings. However, it is drying out now, and the people have been struggling, the communities rather of this area have been struggling for years to have water due to ongoing drought and also the aging infrastructure in this area. However, the humanitarian organization, the Gift of the Givers, have intervened in this area to bring some sort of relief. And with me, I am joined by the CEO rather of Gift of the Givers, Imtiaz Solomon, to tell us about their intervention in this area. So thank you very much for gracing us with your time. As you can see that the dam now is slowly drying out. Can you kindly tell us about your intervention? When did you start to intervene in this area in terms of assisting with the provisioning of water?
We came in April 2019. In February 2019, we had started in Makanda, and word got out that Adelaide was in big trouble. So we sent in our drilling team, and we drilled 5 boreholes right here at the dam at that point. And as days and months passed on, we realized the 5 boreholes were not going to be enough, because people were coming here in trolleys and truckloads to collect water in taxis, the Austin cart. Even animals were coming here when they heard the sound of the water. So whilst fetching water here, we realized that it's not going to be enough, and we need to drill in the communities, also to save the time and the distance to travel to the communities. So our water tankers were filling water here, taking to the communities, and then we decided that's not going to be enough. So we came and we drilled additional boreholes in the communities. We put 2 or 3 boreholes at that time, and then we put in JoJo tanks. And as the months passed again, this year, we realized that's not enough. We need to drill more. So we drill more boreholes. We now have 6 boreholes there, and we've got 5 boreholes here. And the boreholes there serve the community directly from the boreholes. And we put in more JoJo tankers and more JoJo tanks to get to more communities. But even that was not enough. And then an additional problem came, because Bedford itself, we intervened in Bedford, which is about 20 kilometers from here. We put in 2 boreholes. We put in JoJo tanks, but we have to fill water in our water tanks from Adelaide to take it to Bedford, because the boreholes are not enough to cater for Bedford alone. So there's an additional demand on Adelaide boreholes for the community, at the dam, inside the community, and at Bedford itself. And then some of the boreholes were not fully functional in terms of the water quality. So fortunately, AECI 2 months ago put in a filtration system for us at one of our main boreholes in the communities, and that cost 1.3 million. But it seems like we may have to drill more boreholes in this area and in Bedford, and especially in Adelaide Hospital. We've been battling to find water for the Adelaide Hospital, because so often when water shuts down, it affects the procedures, it affects the patients. And at the hospital itself, there's no proper rock formation to get the correct type of water. I mean, now look at maybe running a pipeline from one of our better boreholes in the communities, run up into the hospital. That's what we look at right now.
And then in terms of the need for water, how much does this area need water in terms of a daily need? Let's put it like that.
It's very difficult to say what the daily needs are. I mean, we haven't calculated that, but we know that what we're providing is not enough to cater for all the needs of everybody in this community and in Bedford. So there is a shortfall, and the people have been used to taking small quantities of water daily. So what they were used to previously, when the dam was full and fully functional, the amount of water they take is far less. People have trained themselves to do what little. But I mean, the needs are not fulfilled from the boreholes itself, and that's why I say we may need additional. We definitely need additional boreholes, but it's a very expensive business, to keep drilling boreholes. And if you need filtration plants, the cost goes through the roof. But the problem, it's not only Adelaide that needs assistance. We're getting so many calls from all over the Eastern Cape. Butterworth Hospital needs, Kala Hospital needs, Kiskama, and so many other areas. So the demands, there's not a day that we don't get a call for water. And you try to balance out who do you give, when do you give, and how fast do you get there.
And then what do you think should be a permanent solution to this problem?
Well, you see, this is a natural issue. We're dependent on rain. And there's no rain right now. And there hasn't been rain for several years right now. So in the absence of rain, the only other option is boreholes. So the government needs to drill many more boreholes in most of the areas. And when the good rains come and the dams get full, we just seal those boreholes up and put them away for a day when we need them again. Then we can go back to dam water and just save the aquifer water and preserve it for the next time when we get a drought again. So there is no other option. It's either rain or boreholes. There's no third option.
Yeah. And then your organization's intervention has brought some relief, I believe, in this area when it comes to the water crisis.
Yes, I mean, our boreholes are the only boreholes functioning here. There's no other boreholes that's working here. Even the government trucks take water from our boreholes, and we quite welcome that idea, because we believe in supporting government, to deliver aid to the community. And we appreciate working together with government, and we appreciate that the government decided today to recognize the work. This thing was drilled in 2019, the first 5, and through conversation with the chief whip, they realized that we've been busy for quite some time, and they said it's only appropriate the government recognizes what was done. I mean, we don't look for that, but it just helps get better support, more buy-in from corporates, more support from the community to put more boreholes because people need it.
All right, thank you very much for your time, sir. That was the CEO of the Gift of the Givers, Dr. Imtiaz Soliman, saying that there is a need to drill more boreholes while we are waiting for the rain.